This woman lived in a $2.75 million mansion with a vineyard and a chapel. She rented it out as a wedding venue. She was a wife, a mother of 3, and the secret boss of an $8 million shoplifting empire built entirely on stolen makeup. Meet Michelle Mack. Michelle and her husband Kenneth lived in Bonsall, California, a quiet little town in the San Diego foothills. From the outside, their life looked perfect. Beautiful estate, vineyard in the backyard, chapel on the property. They even rented it out on Airbnb. But inside that mansion, something very different was going on. Michelle had built what investigators would later call the California Girls, a crew of at least 12 women she personally recruited and deployed across the country to walk into Ulta and Sephora stores and steal mascara, foundation, skincare, high-end cosmetics, anything they could stuff into a bag. And Michelle did not just send them out and wish them luck. She was running a full operation. She paid for their flights. She booked their hotels. She rented their cars. She handed them lists of specific stores to hit. She even told them exactly which products to grab. The women would steal the goods and then mail everything back to Michelle at a post office box she had registered under the name Online Makeup Store. And then Michelle would sit in her mansion and list every single item on her Amazon storefront for about half the retail price. Just cheap enough to look like a deal. Not so cheap that it would raise immediate red flags. Her Amazon store documented nearly $2 million in sales in 2022 alone. This went on for almost a decade. They hit 231 Ulta locations, Sephora stores, LensCrafters, Victoria's Secret, Bath & Body Works, Macy's, Bloomingdale's, Prada, Sunglass Hut, stores across 21 California counties and multiple states coast to coast. Total stolen saw us nearly $8 million from makeup stores. The texts they recovered tell the whole story. One of Michelle's shoplifters texted her saying, "I am not stealing regular anymore. I am going to start filling up my bag quick. What can I grab in bulk?" Days later, Michelle texted her husband, "Even without Lancome, we still did well." He texted back lots of orders, "Let us get shipping," running a criminal enterprise from their mansion like it was a normal family business. In December 2023, police finally showed up with a search warrant, and when they walked through that beautiful estate in the San Diego foothills, they found a mini store. Hundreds of packages organized, labeled, and ready to ship, over $300,000 worth of stolen cosmetics just sitting there in neat stacks. Michelle was arrested in pink loungewear. CNBC cameras were rolling. She and her husband were handcuffed and walked out to squad cars in front of their vineyard. She pleaded guilty, sentenced to 5 years and 4 months in prison, ordered to pay $3 million in restitution, and that mansion with the vineyard and the chapel, forfeited, sold. The money went to Ulta and Sephora. And here's what gets me. This woman built a genuinely sophisticated operation, logistics, recruiting, supply chain, sales. She was basically running a business, just with stolen inventory and 12 women doing the shoplifting. As Ray William Johnson himself said, with all that effort, she should have just started a legitimate company. That is the case. Nova out.